I want to tell you a little bit about one of my favorite crafting tools that I get a lot of comments and questions about. This is the We Are Memory Keepers fuse tool, and it is a heat tool that is not plugged up right now. That's the only reason I can touch and hold this at the moment, because when it does heat up, it heats up a lot. It is more like a sealing tool, or some may even call it welding of plastic. And we're going to talk about in a series here that I'm going to be doing about the different types of materials that I have found that this works best with, and what are some of the things that we can make with this fuse tool. So based on the We Are Memory Keepers information they put out on their website and on their sales page, I think the original intent for the fuse tool was to make custom pockets and sleeves, that sort of thing, with page protectors. Really big in the scrapbooking world, and if you ever did any of the pocket letters. So if you think back to the baseball card sleeve holders where you put your baseball cards in it, we had pocket letters that we could do with that. You could take also a full scrapbook page, like a 12 by 12 page, and using the fuse tool, do some different welding and make your own pockets and fuse that. That is a fun thing to do with the fuse tool, but personally, I like to use it to make shakers with. This is episode 1, all about what I know of the fuse tool, how we'll get it set up, and what you need to use and what you can make. These are some of the fused projects that I've made, including bookmarks and tags. And as you can see, they're in all different shapes and sizes. And I fused them together, some with paper pieces inside, others with glitter, sequins, and other little shaker bits. You can use the fuse for all these projects. Let me share a little bit with you about what comes with your fuse tool when you first get it. So I have a little plastic pencil box that I keep all of my supplies in. And again, this is cool because this entire metal tip will heat up when you plug it up. So you're going to get the fuse tool itself, and when you get your fuse tool, you're going to have 2 different tips that come with your fuse tool. And as you can see, I am unscrewing this wheel or welding tip, and then you also get a pointed tip that comes. So we have our 2 tips. This one has more of a wheel-like structure, and then the pointed. So the wheel is going to be for the welding, and then you have the tipped piece that's going to be for any cutting. Honestly, I don't use a lot of this for the things that I do with my crafting. I use the wheel one more often than not. And so whenever I'm going to use it, I'm going to screw this into the fuse tool, the heating element of it, and we just get that screwed in tightly. And then it will be time to plug in. Now let's see what else we get. So you're also going to get a little stand that comes with this, and it just pops up and you're able to just rest this on there. You know, and some people will say, oh, I can't get it, it's falling over. And I have noticed that at times, but it is a plug. So you just have to make it adjust and align with how it works best with your plug and your entire setup. But we've got the little stand, and that's going to be important because, again, this gets hot and you don't want it to just rest anywhere that it could burn. You're also going to get a metal ruler with your fuse tool, and there are several different things we can talk about with this. There are these little pads on the back that I really find useful. It helps hold that ruler in place even as you're holding it and doing your fusing, but it comes in inches, and it also has the metric units on this as well. So you can use that, and if you need to do a straight edge, it's a good thing there that you can use it for. We're going to talk about all these things, and that is what you get though when you get your fuse tool. Now, what else do you need to use your fuse tool? You're going to need some kind of silicone mat. I already have a silicone mat that I like to use, but there is one that is specifically a We Are Memory Keepers fuse mat, and I'll put a link to that below. As soon as my mat doesn't work anymore, that's probably the one that I'm going to go with. But you need that because of the heating element. I've changed clothes a little bit because it's a rather chilly day here today, and it's very unexpected. So I'm going to show you a clip as a little break of what's going on outside my window, and you will understand why I've changed my clothes just a bit. But let's jump back into using our fuse tool. The next thing I want to talk a little bit about is the materials that you can fuse. And again, this is for the purposes of how I use my fuse tool to make little shakers and things like that. So my number one go-to of what I use are scrapbook page protectors. And I picked up this pack at a thrift store, but it is by the Paper Studio. It's 12 by 12 page protectors that you would put a scrapbook page inside of, and these work great. Sometimes I get questions about the thickness of the plastic, what it should be, and I can't find any kind of thickness rating, but these work really well. Now, another thing that also seems to work pretty good are notebook paper page protectors. These are for 8.5 by 11-inch sheets of paper. Sometimes you put them in your notebook like I have here in a binder, and you slip a piece of paper inside of them. These work pretty well too. These are a little bit thinner than the scrapbook page protectors, but they work. I've also used cellophane bags that you put goodie bags and treats you use for that. Now, I'm also going to put a link below for a video that I've done where I talked about those different materials. I'm going to also insert some clips here, and you can see how when I've used these different things and some of the results that I've had. Another thing I always recommend to people, because I will get a comment, this is not, first of all, this is not a new tool. It has been around for quite a few years. And so I will get comments from people that, oh, I had that years ago, and or I had it packed up in a box and I'm going to get it back out and use it. So this tool has been around for a while, but they do still sell them. One thing that I get a comment on is, mine doesn't work, so I don't use it anymore. Well, when I first got mine, I had a couple of issues too. And so, but what I've learned is practice. I have some of these page protectors that I use that are my practice sheets. And I'm going to share some tips with you in a future video. I'll put a link to it right here. I'm planning to make this video. It will come out in a few weeks if you're just seeing this video brand new. But if you've seen it in weeks to come, you're going to see that this is already out, my tips. So practice is the number one thing that I have for this. Another thing that's good to do is as you're making your tags or whatnot, for example, with this one, I use cutting dies as my edges that I can use, along with we have our metal ruler. So I'm utilizing that a lot. This one, of course, with the heart, I used a heart die. I've used circle dies, any shape that you want, but you can also freehand with this. And there are lots of creators that do that. There's several that will just freehand, and I usually get a better seal when I'm freehanding and doing little bits at a time. That's what works for me. So you find out through practice, like in many other things, what's going to work and how to do that and make it seal for you. A part of the practicing is getting the, again, this is not plugged up, but it's getting the angle that will work for you and the flow, what you're going to need. If you see that the roller is not rolling, then I would stop and you readjust and roll the piece. So those are just a few of the things that, as if you're getting ready or thinking about using the We Are Memory Keepers fuse tool, that you can think about everything from the things that you can make with this, what you're going to get with the fuse tool, and the supplies that you're going to need. I'm going to be sharing with you in upcoming videos some of the projects that you can make and some great tips and other comments that I've gotten about this tool. So I hope you've enjoyed this today. I'll be back soon for the next video, and we're going to be making pretty stuff with all of our fuse tools and all of our pretty papers. I'll see you again soon.